Hello everyone, welcome to Urbanscape Bangalore, and in this episode we will be talking about the marigold. So, the marigold is a native of North and South America. It is a species that exhibit both perennial as well as annual characteristics. So some species are annuals and some species are perennial. However, most of the species that are commonly available in nurseries are annuals. Annuals are plants that flower for 1 year and then they die the next year. And please do not mind the background noise because it is Diwali and people are bursting crackers. So scientifically, the marigold is called the Tagetes. So there are different types of marigolds. One is the Tagetes erecta or the African marigold, the marigolds that you would have seen with big flower heads. Those are called Tagetes erecta. The one that you see here is the Tagetes patula. So this marigold that you see here is commonly called the French marigold as well. Marigolds are an excellent versatile plant. They not only control pests in the garden, they also give out these beautiful flowers and they act as very good companion plants, especially when grown alongside tomatoes, potatoes and other such veggies. But please do not grow this in a veggie patch that has a lot of legumes. Legumes are lentils and beans, etc. So do not do that because there is some kind of a root emission that this plant gives, and that is not very good for legumes. So apart from legumes, it is a wonderful companion plant for other plants because it can be very pest resistant and it wards off the pests, a lot of pests like white flies. And one more thing it does is the roots of this plant emit a particular secretion and it is very detrimental to the growth of nematodes. Nematodes are pests which are found inside the ground. So now let us look at the growing conditions that this plant really likes. So this plant likes a lot of full sun, so do not give it shade-like conditions. If you give it shade conditions or shady conditions, then this will only give out leaves and not these wonderful flowers. Next, about the soil, it likes or it prefers more well-drained soil. However, this plant can tolerate a lot of other soil conditions. It can tolerate a little bit of dampness, it can tolerate a little bit of drought, etc. So this is a very versatile and a very wonderful, easy to grow plant. Another thing is that it is found near swamps, flood plains, etc. So in its natural habitat, it is found near places where there is water, river, etc. So little bit of wetness would definitely be preferred by this plant. So the marigold name comes from the name Mary's gold. So there was some kind of a story in Europe and that's how it got its name, that is marigold or marigold. So do not over fertilize this plant, especially during its growing days. So you can use a fertilizer that is of a ratio of 5:10:5 and that would be enough. So now you might ask me, can this plant be grown indoors? Why not? It can definitely be grown indoors. You can place this in a southwest direction where it gets intense afternoon sunlight and this plant will bloom for you. However, it will be more proliferous when kept outside. Now let us look at the propagation of this plant. So the propagation is very easy. This plant is definitely well pollinated by a lot of insects like butterflies, bees, etc. So it produces seeds abundantly and you can find these dry seed pods here and it's very easy to take out the seeds. It is big enough to kind of handle as well. So it is very easy. You just have to take a layer of compost in a container or any kind of soil medium for that matter and grow this plant very effortlessly. So the marigolds sprout within days and the flowers come within 8 weeks. Another important aspect about taking care of your marigolds is pinching. So if at all you pinch your marigolds, you will get more blooms and you will get a bushier look. Otherwise, it will look a little straggly and leggy. So here is a close-up of the seed. So here you can see the black seeds with those white or brown whiskers on top. If you are living in a very tropical zone, then you can sow the seeds any time of the year. If you are living in a frost affected area, then you must sow the seeds during the spring season. Now let us talk about the various uses of the Tajiti spatula or the French marigold. It is used as a spice, especially the edible flowers of the French marigold are used as spices, just like how oregano and thyme are used. It is also used in essential oils, and it is also used as pesticides against bed bugs. In Indian culture, it is basically used to make garlands to adorn a deity or in any kind of marriage functions or festivals, etc. This plant is also used as a mosquito repellent. You can use this in your garden to repel mosquitoes. Another thing is that I am going to probably try sowing the seeds of this in my poinsettia plant, which is infested by whiteflies. So the French marigold that you see here is a variation of the marigold that you saw in the previous parts of the video. So folks, I must say that there is no annual that is more easy to grow than the beautiful and effervescent marigolds. So the video is still not over. Here is a glimpse of the Diwali celebrations across my area in Bangalore. Thank you for watching Urbanscape Bangalore, and I hope that this Diwali brings you joy, happiness and prosperity. Until we meet again, a very warm goodbye.